So earlier tonight, I had someone join my live stream, and they started off with, "Can I strike you a deal?" First time chatter. It did not go well for him. I'm going to play the video clip that I pulled out of the VOD. I'm going to be completely 100% transparent. I've been in enough streams. I've moderated enough streams or everything like that. If you're a first time chatter, do not start off your conversations like this. Do not. And I understand you're trying to say it wasn't a sales pitch, but do you have Spotify? Can I strike you a deal? Do you have Spotify Premium? That is a sales pitch. And as soon as I called it out, the dude dipped quicker than lickety split. And yeah, I offered to let him come talk to me in DMs on Twitter. Haven't heard from him or anything like that. So I'll figure I'll put this up there and let people make the decisions on their own. But if you come to my channel, I'm not a big streamer or anything like that, but there's some reasons I do this. I don't deal with the terminology like that. I got people that watch the streams. I've seen plenty again of other streams where I moderate for larger streamers and everything else, trying to push stuff. That's not how it works. I got kids that watch streams. I make sure that the streamers that they follow, my kids, are their safe streams. And when someone pops and stuff like that, no, I don't deal with it. I don't allow it. I won't tolerate it in my stuff. So with that note, I'm going to let this play, and you guys can follow up after that. That's a sales pitch. You're going to get yourself. Would you handle it differently than I did? How would you handle it? That's my question. No. I don't do deals with streams. All right, you're going to get banned, Zomcats, if you're... He went silent. It's going to be 2 seconds to get yourself banned, dude. Till I said banned, and then all of a sudden he's like, he's like, I'll stop. Wasn't a sales pitch. And I'm not trying to embarrass him or anything like that, but he totally dipped. Haven't heard anything back. Welcome to the channel. I do cybersecurity for a living. I enjoy streaming. I love gaming. And I love every aspect of it, but I don't do sales pitches in my streams. Not one at all. I'm here to talk to people. I'm here to have fun. We're here to have all these good things. So welcome to the channel, but we're not doing any sales pitches. That's the fastest way to get on my crap list. So many times, and I've seen it happen. I do a segment and everything else. Well, you make a strike me a deal. I'm not doing Spotify Premium. I don't know what you were leading into. So it's what it sounds like. Yeah, strike you a deal, Spotify Premium. Tell me to lead into something. I do have Spotify, but I use something else just because of cost associations. Let me make a comment. The reason I made a statement about I do cybersecurity, I've done enough events and incident responses in my life where people or salespeople have approached somebody, and I'm going to tell you, smaller streamers, for some stupid reason, well, it's not stupid, but for some reason, get preyed upon a lot by these sponsors. Hey, we saw your channel. We think you'd be great. I'm going to use Artisan Computers as a great example. Oh, everyone signs up. It's like a fake Ponzi pyramid thing. They get all these people that are like, hey, I'm an affiliate of this really cool group. They're going to build my PC. I get a little bit of a discount. No, you didn't really get a discount. They marked the prices up. They give you a discount. You're still paying over the market price for this build and everything else, and they treat you like crap. They're not there for you. They're there because they all of a sudden they're like, hey, I can get all these little small streamers to pimp my product and get me free advertising, which kind of ties in what we were talking about earlier about closed beta streamers and all this other stuff. But I have seen enough of that go down and enough cybersecurity incidents where somebody approached some employee as a sales opportunity and turn that event and turn that sales pitch into something malicious. And I won't tolerate it in any shape or form, period. I run these channels and I do cyber stuff, and I have stuff dedicated to my kids. Where things like that happen when they come into the channel. And I'm just letting you know why I take this stance on it. And I get so at it. If you want to message me and whisper me or hit me up on DMs on Twitter, we can have a full-on conversation. I have no problems with that whatsoever. But in streams and stuff, where there's other people that come in here, they see that kind of stuff, and my kids have been hit with it when they're doing that, I take really big steps on that one. So nothing against you. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, my Twitter information is below. My DMs are open. I have no problems talking there. Can I strike you a deal? So, and I'm not trying to embarrass you, Zomcats. I'm really not. And if it does, you can take it up with DM and I'll offer you an apology. But once you came in, you did that and you disappeared. Again, that's not what you do in someone's chat. If you're a first-time chatter, you say, hey, how is it going? Etiquette says you introduce yourself. You like to stream. You make a comment on what we're talking about. Be part of the conversation. Be present in the conversation. Be present in the stream. Be present in what everyone's talking about. Don't come in and say, hey, I got a deal for you. That is 100% a sales pitch. That doesn't work with me. As I said before, I have done enough stuff in my life, and I have seen enough sales pitches come out where they're trying to pimp something to put themselves ahead that I'm not going to deal with it. I get stuff on Instagram all the time, and it just boggles my mind. They're like, hey, we like your channel. You know, we think you could do really good for us. And they're having me, they're freaking jewelry. I don't do anything like that on my Instagram. It's martial arts, taekwondo, and weird Gundam stuff and model kits and stuff. Nothing to do with jewelry. I don't wear jewelry. Do you see me wearing any jewelry? I barely wear my watch. And so I take exception to stuff like that. And it might have been a little bit of an overreaction on my part, but I've been a moderator too for other streamers. And I've seen that stuff, and I'd much rather nip it off in the butt. And if you want to talk about it, come at me in DMs. Perfectly fine. Hey, if you want to engage in a public dispute or public conversation about it, hit me up on Twitter, public. I'll have the conversation right there for everyone to see. I'm not going to hold punches. I am who I am. I get to this point in my life, I'm like Clint Eastwood and get off my lawn. I want to be your friend. I want to be here for everybody. But there's something I learned when I started doing streaming, and I took a year and a half off, is when I was trying to do this before, I was trying to people please everybody. To the point like where maybe I lost part of who I was, and I want my community to know that that who I am is who I am. I have integrity, and I'm never going to be something that I'm not. I'm never going to misrepresent who I am. And sometimes that might come off a little brash, and that might come off a little harsh. That's why I get called, I have a Hulk logo that gets popped up in an emote. And I have a hat that gets put on every now and then if I'm hulking out because it just upsets me. Had Unforsaken Jabin in the stream, I probably would have been hit with some redemption points for the channel. I had to go find my Hulk hat and put that thing on. But the reality is, I don't have any ill will towards Zomcats here. But the etiquette is, when you come in on someone's live stream, be present, be mindful. And if you're a first-time chatter, no one knows anything about you, don't come out with, can I strike you a deal? Do you have Spotify Premium is what that refers to. That sounds like a sales pitch. That's you're wanting something. We don't know who you are. Nobody knows who you are. If you come into a channel like that, that's just going to get you really nowhere fast. And a lot of times, I know a couple channels that would have just instantly got, the streamer would have just gone over and ignored what you were saying, and his moderators would have just, or her moderators would have just banned you. Straight up timed you out or called you out, timed you out, made a comment on it. And then if it kept it going, they would have just banned it. And I'm not trying to be mean, but that's how it is. Okay. If it's meant for Spotify, I don't know. You didn't quantify or clarify anything like that. But anyways, my 2 cents on that one, y'all.